Chapter 1, Systems and Tasks. You are listening at FameTV.info. In a pure white space, a woman wearing a complicated ancient Chinese outfit stood there with her eyes tightly shut. Her almost perfect face, like carved jade, looked a bit serious at this time. Not far from her body was an adult head-sized halo. After some period of time, the woman's eyelids slightly fluttered and slowly opened. At first, she was still a bit dazed as a large amount of information suddenly poured into her mind so quickly she couldn't adapt. Soon, her mind cleared. A body of white light that had been quietly floating not far in front of her saw that she had awakened and flashed its body. It actually called out in a human voice. "Hello, host number 1, I am your partner. You can call me a guide or system." The woman known as host number 1 nodded and said, "System." She called out this easy name for simplicity. At this moment, she had already absorbed the information and naturally understood what was before her eyes and what her task was. So my task is to go to each world, become the original female lead of that world, replace the identity of the heroine, and suppress cannon fodders in order to allow the heroine to live a successful, brilliant life. The system's light seemed to flash a bit brighter. Yes, I do not know where these cannon fodder women came out from recently, one by one wanting to replace the heroine. As everyone knows, the protagonist of each world are all chosen by the laws of the world. Forcibly depriving the woman's fate will only disturb the laws of the world and cause instability. No effect can be seen for a short period of time. Later, light side effects are all kinds of natural disasters in the world. The serious effects may trigger the collapse of the entire world. The purpose of your creation is to first protect the fate of the heroine and also maintain the stability of the world. If you aren't already doing so, please read this at the original site, jiamantranslation.com. The woman nodded and suddenly asked, "The memories in my head, are they real?" According to her memories, she was a woman named Gu Xingyin, who had lived a life of wealth and honor, but it all was taken away by an outsider and she died a miserable death. Mercy was her heart of perseverance. As she contemplated, she was unable to stop the heart from feeling resentment and murderous intent. The system replied, "That was an illusory world. I just put your consciousness into the heroine's body in that world and let you experience her life. You are Gu Xingyin but also not." The system said, "Number 1 is just a code name. Host, you can give yourself a name." The woman thought for a moment, "Gu Xingyin, this name, I really like it. I'll pick this one." The system flashed a white light. "Good, I have already transferred all the information into your mind. If you have no questions, then we can begin the task now." 1. No, Gu Xingyin nodded and smiled a bit coldly. Her eyebrow quirked and, coupled with that perfect face of hers, was actually a bit intimidating. "Of course there's no problem. I'm also very curious about these people who dream big and want to get rid of the female lead." After all, she was inevitably affected by the memory of Gu Xingyin, and had a heartfelt resentment and enmity towards these outsiders. System inexplicably felt a bit cold and suddenly wanted to light incense for those outsiders who were about to face Gu Xingyin. This master seems like she should not be messed with. But also, after all, that person personally created, prepare to enter the world. 3, 2, 1, Gu Xingyin only felt a moment of dizziness before losing consciousness. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.